you okay?
Help me with this.
Your back looks bad. I'm gonna go make camp. Let me take a look at that. It's not pretty. You know, with everything we've been through recently, I've been thinking about my brother. I always tried to protect him. From my father. From himself. But I lost him.
You did everything you could.
If I had been in the right place, at the right time, he would still be here. If I had eyes in the back of my head.
You can't protect everyone. Thank you.
I miss him.
I know. My parents. I miss them too. I had a dream about my mother recently.
Yeah?
It was so vivid. When I was little, my father used to keep things from me. Hide things. About her, especially.
Why would he do that?
After she died, he thought they'd cause me pain. It didn't stop me from looking for them, of course. I still have so many questions.
Your dad created as many mysteries as he solved.
Dominguez said that he would use the silver box of Ixchel to remake the world. If you had that power, what would you do?
Panic, probably.
You wouldn't go back to when your brother was alive and be with him again.
And lose everything else? No way. I like this world. It's not perfect. But everything I love now is in it.
Claim her treasure. The adventurer Lara Croft must outwit the king, reach the Forbidden Tomb, and solve the mystery of the White Queen. The way will be fraught with trials.
Lara, are you doing your math homework?
The adventurer should not dally any longer. In a minute, Dad! high walls of the castle beckon, taunting. Lara climbs out over a lake of bubbling lava. Ugh. Strange beasts cross our hero's path. Hard to tell if they're bloodthirsty. Our hero must be quiet to avoid
No,
alerting the
my
king.
interest is in the work. Any publicity? I think you misunderstand. What does Lara have to do with any of this? She's in her room doing her homework.
She hasn't much time. Ugh. The Kingsguard will never expect Croft to climb the castle. The castle tower is taller than she thought. Our hero continues climbing, looking for another way in. Our hero spies another entrance. Shoo! Go on! Young Lara confronts the extraordinary height and danger and pushes it from her mind. Almost there. She recovers her footing and her goal. Now, onward to the Forbidden Tomb. These parapets are damaged. She'll have to squeeze through. She's so close, she can almost touch it, but an invisible force field stands in her way. There must be another entrance. Our fearless adventurer has reached the summit. At last, she spots a way in below. She will have to be careful. Why do I do these stupid things? Shit! Croft chuckles at her audacity. She's close now. At last, she enters the Forbidden Tomb. Wow. By night, the great bat stole the queen at 30 north and 90 east. From her pen, she wrote her heart. With light, unlock her love's release. I wonder if the White Queen is lonely. This enigmatic illustration, recovered from a cursed and empty mausoleum, might be what our brave adventurer needs to find it. It has taken our hero years to piece this map together, spending nights in dusty libraries going through ancient tomes, exploring sunken ships, stripped of treasure, and chasing down any lead, no matter how faint it may be. If she can recover the treasure, our brave adventurer may prove herself worthy of becoming Lord Richard Croft's assistant. This enigmatic illustration, recovered from a cursed and empty mausoleum, might be what our brave adventurer needs to finally find the lost treasure of the White Queen. She's managed to decipher the ancient text and has found a series of clues. A set of coordinates, a giant bat, and a series of game pieces in a line. The intrepid Lara will have to figure out what they all mean. I'll need to find 30 north and 90 east on the globe. Light, unlock her love's release. It worked. Need to find the White Queen. I bet the poor thing could hardly see out of that chanfron. Mid-14th century barding. Germanic, I think. I can't imagine how heavy those bardings were. Those poor horses. A quotation from Chaucer. What is better than wisdom? Woman. What is better than a good woman? Nothing. The head of King David. From a shepherd to a king. Imagine that. The cup of St. John. The apostle had been given a chalice of poisoned wine, but after his blessing, the poison transformed into a snake, and he drank the wine unharmed. This is an old game. 2 shields and a white crown. Could that be the White Queen? A Byzantine scroll. Justice is the constant and perpetual wish to render everyone his due. Emperor Justinian. This is Egyptian, an evil eye box. The contents were meant to help sustain and provide for people in the afterlife. The Sun King, Louis XIV, married Maria Theresa, ending a long-standing war between France and Spain. The poor Queen, Maria Theresa, died a painful death, to which the king said, "This is the first trouble she has given me." Croft has entered the forbidden mezzanine. She'll have to be careful. No matter where you stand, these masks seem to stare at you. Need to find the White Queen. This looks Mayan. Is it Kukulkan? I wonder who those two dogs are. This is from Colombia. I haven't seen some of these artifacts before. An ossuary. This box contains the bones of the dead. I can't read the inscription. This is the kind of armor that the conquistadors wore during the Age of Discovery. I wonder what they found. A statue of an Ariki from the Cook Islands, 25th dynasty. The interior of the sarcophagus is incredibly intricate. This looks Greek? No, Persian. I want, a Persian lioness. But someone stole her head. I wonder what she was looking at. The death mask of Agamemnon, found in Mycenae. An African tribal mask, made of gold. Ashanti, perhaps. A Yatiri, a South American healer. A baby Tyrannosaurus Rex. I just wanted to thank you for your discretion, as well as the work you have done. The vault has been constructed exactly to my specifications. The final payment will be sent at the end of the week. The delay was due to an accounting error, which has now been rectified. Yours, Richard Croft. I wonder if it lost its mother too. The great bat's wings unfurled. The knight's shield reflects the light beam. There she is, the White Queen, trapped. I have to help her. can use the globe to retract the ladder. Now I can free her. With light, unlock her love's release. Amazing. Her heart pounding, our hero crosses the threshold into the unknown. These are Mum's things.
The path was dark and is guarded by bats, said the Red Knight. The White Queen regarded him with a curious smile and said,
Bats! I'm not afraid of bats. I'm not afraid of anything. Tell me about this.
You and me are riding a T-Rex in Egypt.
Where's Daddy?
At work.
Amelia, this is very, very important. I cannot abandon my responsibilities just on the verge.
You are always on the verge. Your obsession is destroying this family.
Obsession. I'm upset.
You are missing your daughter's childhood because you're always in some tomb on the other side of the world. Why can't you be happy with what you have?
Oh, for goodness sake, you don't have to deal with it.
Dad?
Please, for goodness sake, you've got to understand. This is probably the most important one I've arrived at. Well, okay, what do? I have to...
Dad? Dad! Dad! Come on. Please, Dad. Wake up. Dad. Don't leave me.
Morning. So, Silver Crown Mountain?
There's a road.
Let's check it out.
What's going on?
Shit, Trinity, get down.
Damn.
Truck's stuck.
I can see that. What are we doing about
Follow my lead.
How the hell am I supposed to know?
What are you doing?
Get back. Hide.
You're the logistics guy, aren't you?
I'm not the one who drove onto a rotting bridge.
Oh, hold up. I got him. Hold on, they're friendlies. Keep your eyes open. Someone should check back there.
I'll do it.
Put her right there. Make sure nothing can get through. I want this whole area sealed off.
Yes, sir.
If there's anything here, we're gonna find it.
When's the last time this thing was serviced? This is rusty.
Don't get distracted, Mendez.
What are we looking for here?
Anything that moves, anything that doesn't.
They still didn't find that relic. I'd love to be the guy that does.
Not me.
Why not? Be a hero.
I'll be dead more likely. No thanks. I'll keep sitting here looking for hostiles.
Less talking, more looking, gentlemen. Get off your asses. Yes, sir.
It's quiet. What's your team doing?
I'll check.
We're not paying them to sightsee.
We'll have to go under.
Yeah.
We know there's the main temple. What we're looking for is any smaller ruins we might have missed before.
Okay.
It's really wedged in there.
I'm afraid if we move it, we'll lose it.
We're gonna have to reinforce the bridge. Why didn't you test the bridge like I told you?
Oh, I'm pretty sure we did test the bridge first.
Fuck off. There's enough covers for you.
Maybe we can pull it out.
Okay, maybe. Let me think about that.
We can take them.
All right.
You go left. I'll take these guys.
What in God?
Hide.
Dave, Sammy. Those guys. I told them to test the bridge first. Son of a... Dave! Dave!
Oh, no, you don't! Fuck you!
Stop! Thanks. You okay?
Yeah. Take this. I hope that's the last of them. That was close.
Yeah.
How'd they know to come here?
I don't know.
Not exactly the civilization I was hoping to run into. My arm is so itchy.
That means it's healing.
I might have liked it better when it was injured.
Oh, I know. I'm just trying not to think about my back.
You know, my grandmother survived the tsunami in the 60s.
What happened?
She lost friends. Her family lost their business. But after that, she could feel things coming. Volcanic eruptions, storms, other things.
That did it.
Nice. Any idea what the twins in that riddle are?
Could be anything. A pair of monuments or mountains or streams?
I suppose we'll know it when we see it.
Yeah. I see people down there.
Hope they're friendly.
I'll let you do the talking. Hi.
Do you know if there's a place nearby we can stay for the night?
How'd you get so deep into the jungle? Did you lose your tour group or something?
No.
There were some guys here before, looking for artifacts. You with them? Trinity.
Definitely not.
I need a break anyway. Come with me. Ugh. I'm sorry to ask so many questions, but the only B&B in town is my place.
Well, you can't be too careful. By the way, I'm Jonah.
Abby, Lara. Come in, have a seat. Carlos, 3. So, what are you here for exactly?
Well, we were following a riddle when our plane went down.
You mean it crashed?
Yeah.
And you just walked out of the crash?
Well, you know, it was cruising pretty low.
We are looking for Maya ruins. Maya? You know you're in Peru, right?
Yeah. Long story.
Thanks. Well, you don't seem like a typical archaeologist.
Oh, she's the archaeologist. I'm just a cook.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you tried any of our local ceviche yet? It's a specialty.
Not unless it grows in the jungle.
Oh, don't tell me you missed our famous fish trees. Where did you take this?
Mexico. Why?
Oh, I've seen this symbol before. Where? There's some ruins nearby, and a small rock with something like this carved on it. Do you mind if I take a look around? Be my guest, but I guarantee they're not Mayan. My people were Inca and proud of it. Why don't you rest for a while?
You sure?
I promised you a day off.
Well, I'm not gonna say no to that.
Have fun.
You too. Friends, colleagues. She's brilliant. Oh, no.
¿Es nueva aquí? Acostúmbrese a no hacer nada. Aunque beber y sudar ayuda a soportar el día.
You're not a local?
No, trabajo en un barco que golpeó unas rocas a las afueras de la ciudad. La tormenta llegó de la nada. Hundió el maldito barco.
¿Quiere negociar?
Huh.
Ah, hola. ¿Forma parte del equipo de excavación?
No, just passing through.
Bien, si necesita algo, el mercado está en el centro del pueblo. Podría abastecerse antes de continuar.
Thank you.
Fue un placer.
Llevo 2 años tratando de reunir valor para invitarla a salir. Por fin lo hago y... ¿Quién es ese tipo?
Thank God. The storm barely affected the village. The epicenter was closer to the plain. But it could have been much worse. What have I done? What if the earthquake hits here? Hundreds of people will die. I need to find a way to stop it. Miss Ortiz, your dedication and commitment to the village of Kuwaq is commendable. However, Porvenir does not accept your charges of responsibility for the terrible state of the village. In fact, the Board of Executives has decided, and your local government representative agrees, if you continue this crusade of slandering our good name, we will have no choice but to take legal action. From the office of Roberto Lavia, Chief Executive Officer, Porvenir.
Si quiere conocer Kuwaq Yaku, puedo ayudarla.
Are you the local tour guide?
Sé a dónde ir. Y a quién no acercársele.
I see.
El mejor pescado es el del muelle, obvio. El licor de cerdo tiene los mejores tacos. Pero la cerveza está caliente.
I'll watch out for that.
Ah, y Omar, aléjese de ese tipo. No necesita sus problemas. Cree que puede venir a la ciudad y tomar lo que quiera.
Right. Well, I'll be sure to keep an eye out for trouble.
Ojos bien abiertos.
I just wanted to thank you for your discretion, as well as the work you have done. The vault has been constructed exactly to my specifications. The final payment will be sent at the end of the week. The delay was due to an accounting error, which has now been rectified. Yours, Richard Croft. I have thought about it many times, and I'm still adamant that Lara be spared from this terrible grief, as you call it. Having her constantly thinking about her mother will only be more painful. It is better for her to be a child and not be burdened by such heavy thoughts. If you do not desist in this campaign of yours, I will not hesitate to terminate your employment at Croft Manor.
¿Ha visto a mi marido?
¿O a mi hija?
I don't think so. Where did you last see them?
Pasan las noches con las estrellas, brillando y saludándome. Pero por la mañana viajan al río.
Oh.
Normalmente los veo brillando ahí. Pero la tormenta entrelazó las aguas. Sé que están ahí abajo. Sé que lo están.
Apuesto a que nunca había visto nada así, ¿eh? Solo me queda esto. Le vendí el resto a ese buen comandante. Un poco intenso, pero lo importante es que me compró todo, ¿no? Bueno, excepto este. Funciona sin problemas. Nunca se descompone. Una belleza, ¿no?
Well...
No, es en serio. Aquí mi esposa no ha sido la misma desde el accidente. Pero el sonido suave la ayuda a relajarse.
I'm glad.
Solía haber un templo en la isla, por ahí. Pero todo lo que queda son un par de muros derrumbados.
And one stone pillar, it looks like.
Eso es más una estatua que una columna. Un trabajo complicado. Un profesor universitario vino a estudiarla hace unos años.
Did he tell you what he learned?
Dijo que no tenía ningún sentido. Estaba bastante enojado por eso también. Dijo que tratamos de engañarlo o algo así.
Disculpe, ¿la conozco?
Sorry, I didn't realize this was a private residence.
Vaya, perdimos mucho. Pero no sabía que había sido tanto.
I really didn't mean to.
Sé que no fue así. Si nos disculpa, tenemos mucho que hacer.
La gente cree que puede entrar y salir a su antojo.
La jungla toma lo que quiere. Es difícil conseguir que revele sus secretos. Pero encontré uno. Creo.
You have.
El pueblo tiene muchas capas. Remueves una y encuentras otra. Y otra.
It does seem to have quite the history.
A veces me pregunto si no ha estado aquí. De una manera u otra, desde el principio, parece diferente a los otros.
Which others?
Todos. Hombres buscando petróleo, oro. Se llevan todo lo que pueden.
Continue to restrict the distribution of supplies. When we come through the area, it's better for everyone if your people are more concerned with their next meal or their child's fever, rather than with what's happening outside the village. As promised, once our investigation in the area is complete, we will provide monthly rations equal to double what you currently receive from CARE for 24 months, provided you keep up your end of the bargain. Cordially, Estella Diaz, Director of Community Outreach Programs, Order of Trinity.
Murieron por tu culpa. Se suponía que
Siempre es bueno ver caras nuevas en el pueblo. Sienta bien saber que no han olvidado este rinconcito del mundo. Y también le sienta bien al bolsillo, si tiene la gentileza de echarle un vistazo a lo que vendemos en la tienda.
¿Cómo te fue hoy? ¿Estuviste tomando muestras de suelo en el noreste?
El nivel de mercurio fue la vez pasada. Es una buena noticia.
Omar.
Uh-huh.
Estuvieron trabajando toda la noche.
And? Isn't that what they're paid for? Get lost.
No.
Now fuck off and let me watch the damn game.
What is that?
Me encantaría sacar a estos ladrones de aquí.
Everything all right?
No, todo está mal como siempre. Estos saqueadores vienen a la ciudad, nos contratan para desenterrar nuestras propias reliquias, no nos pagan un salario digno.
And then they run off with them and profit.
Todos estamos desesperados. No hay trabajo desde que Porvenir se fue. Somos blancos fáciles.
And I imagine the storm hasn't helped matters.
Lo poco que teníamos se fue, o está bajo el agua. Ya no sé qué hacer.
I have some experience with these kinds of people. Maybe I can help.
No sé de qué servirá. ¿Cuál era tu nombre?
Lara.
Soy Víctor. Si quieres hablar con Omar, el director ejecutivo de robos y saqueos, está allá.
Thanks.
Ten cuidado. No le gusta que lo desafíen.
Piss
off. Who are you? Looking for work?
Um...
Well, you're out of luck. We have enough people. Marco's in charge of HR now anyway.
Oh, yes, thank you. Do you know where he is?
Where else? The bar.
I've been doing some research, and I think we might be able to set ourselves up with a homemade refinery. It's going to be a lot of work, though, and I can't do it alone. We'll need to build an oil tank, 1,000-liter capacity. The hull of the ship sunk in the river could be used for the tank. Any volunteers for a salvage mission? We'll need to set up a system to collect the crude. Who wants to be in charge of the bucket brigade? Once we get these things set up, we should be able to make diesel, kerosene, and petrol. Enough to fly the planes and eventually maybe even turn a profit.
Parece una bobada con todo lo que ha pasado.
Find someone to replace you. Okay. Those sites are dangerous, Marco. Anything can happen.
I'm looking for Marco.
¿Eh? ¿Para qué?
I just want to talk to him.
No quiere problemas.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm looking for work.
¿Trabajo? Ah, sí, sí, claro.
So, you're Marco?
Dígame que Omar no la envió para molestarme. Como alguno de esos animales lastime a mi hijo, yo...
Marco, I'm not with Omar. Believe me. What's this about your son?
Como me golpeé la rodilla, Omar puso a Pablo a reemplazarme en la excavación. Dijo que como estoy a cargo de recursos humanos, es mi trabajo buscar un reemplazo o...
Otherwise, he'd keep working your son.
Sí, me preocupa que retenga a Pablo allá aunque yo lleve a alguien.
Well, it's a good thing you've just hired someone.
¿Usted, de verdad, haría eso?
We wouldn't want to disappoint the boss, would we?
Gracias. Si ve a Pablo, por favor, dígale que estoy aquí.
Someone has barricaded the path. May Waiter's desire for power be sated by the time we follow him to the afterlife. Looks like the bridge is out.
Shit! Oh god, no!
This room has fared better than the rest of the cavern, it seems. This is the flight log from our plane. Miguel made notes about the long-term weather forecast. Warm, hot, and dry for the next 3 days. Highs in the low 30s, mostly clear skies with nothing but light rain expected. Based on his other entries, if Miguel had thought the chances of a severe storm were better than half, he wouldn't have flown us at all. But there was no storm predicted, let alone something serious.
No soy capaz de hacerlo, Banshee. Y si tiene... ya sabes qué.
Este pueblo estuvo una vez bajo el ala y la atención del cóndor, pero dejamos que el águila lo ahuyentara.
I'm not sure I understand.
Yo tampoco. Nos perdimos en nuestra búsqueda. Pensé que seríamos más felices con monedas en los bolsillos, pero el águila también se llevó eso.
¿No vienen muchos turistas por aquí?
Oh, I'm not a tourist. I mean, I'm a researcher.
Ay, de todos modos, ojalá hubiese visto este lugar hace 20 años. En auge, vibrante, lleno de vida y de optimismo hacia el futuro. Optimista, más como crédulo.
What happened?
Por venir fue lo que pasó. Una petrolera grande fuera de Lima. Vinieron, se ganaron a la gente, les dieron trabajo a todos. Incluso iban a construir condominios al otro lado del río. Hasta que todo se vino abajo.
The oil crash.
Ahora nos arrastramos en las obras que dejaron. Lástima que no sea turista. Ellos traen dinero. Los investigadores se lo llevan.
Miss Ortiz, thank you for your recent inquiry. A Water Quality Index, WQI, was calculated for river sites surrounding the village of Kuwak from the samples you provided, and results have shown that the river sites should be classified as bad water quality. The results of this study have shown large-scale impacts that include siltation, chemical pollution, and heavy metal pollution. Turbidity and total solids exceeded the environmental limits. Water of high turbidity, hazy, murky water, cannot be used as potable water, and the high total solids also imply that it cannot be used as irrigation water as well, as this will damage infrastructure. It is most likely that any subsistence fishing that took place before is no longer possible at the affected river sites, thereby impacting negatively on people's livelihoods. Similarly, pH was in the high alkaline range as well as COD. These parameters were indicative of some chemical pollution in the river. The pH, that is alkaline, hard water, is corrosive and can damage plumbing equipment and clothes. High levels of fluoride in the water poses the risk of diseases such as dental and skeletal fluorosis. The presence of pathogenic bacteria such as Salmonella also represents an immediate health risk for the local community.
Nunca lo había visto por aquí.
I just got in, but I won't be staying long.
Que la apariencia no te engañe. Es un buen lugar. Difícil, pero bueno.
Your garden seems to have survived the storm.
Suerte y trabajo duro. Mucha gente ayudó en la siembra, así que también quieren protegerlo.
This is a dedication to Supe, god of death and ruler of Uku Pasha, the Incan underworld. It entreats him to come forth with his legions of demons and to converge on this site, where the local people will do him honor with written poems extolling his greatness or offerings of food and drink. By paying him the respect he deserves in this way, the local people pray he will only take those he must, and not harm any others of their community unnecessarily. What is that? Oh my god.
¡Ayuda! ¡Por favor!
Are you okay?
¿Me perseguirán?
Are you Pablo?
Sí.
It's okay. Your father sent me. He's at Abby's. Go meet him there. I'll take care of these guys.
Gracias, muchísimas gracias.
Get out of here. That doesn't sound good. Shit.
What the hell got into him? He used to bring us 10 people a week.
Yeah,
ask me, it's that brother. Always unionization this and justice that. Wow, wow, wow.
Fucking snowflake.
Are the fines here even worth it?
They are on the black market.
True, almost 100% markup for whatever we get for them.
Stupid fucking thing. Ah, shit, I am tired of covering for those assholes. Man down! Enemy spotted! This'll get you moving. Heavy fire. You can't do better than that.
All right. Need to get back to the village. Gather your things, I go back to the village.
Tome. No es mucho, pero compartimos lo que tenemos. Gracias por todo.
Gracias.
Bendiciones.
This knife is a cheap plastic replica of those traditionally used to sacrifice llamas in the Inti Raymi or Sun God Festival. It was also occasionally used to perform trepanning surgery. The Inca believed that cutting a hole in the skull could relieve pressure to cure some diseases.
Sí, iba corriendo a casa de Abby.
Bien, espero que esté bien.
Los ojos son para ver.
de tu hija últimamente?
Nunca lo había visto por aquí.
I just got in, but I won't be staying long.
Que la apariencia no te engañe. Es un buen lugar. Difícil, pero bueno.
Your garden seems to have survived the storm.
Suerte y trabajo duro. Mucha gente ayudó en la siembra, así que también quieren protegerlo.
Está bien.
No necesita disculparse.
Pablo me dijo lo que hizo. No sé qué decir, solo gracias.
Of course.
Hace muchos años, cuando mi abuelo era niño, vinieron unos hombres que querían talar en los alrededores de la aldea. Todos tenían miedo de enfrentarlos, menos mi abuelo. Un muchacho de 15 años, con un arma vacía, defendió la aldea e hizo que hombres que lo doblaban en tamaño regresaran por donde habían llegado.
Sometimes the courage of one person can outweigh the cowardice of dozens.
Aún tengo el arma que él llevaba entonces. Quiero que la conserve como símbolo de valentía y de mi gratitud.
Don't you want to give that to Pablo?
Mi pequeño quiere ser doctor como su mamá. ¿Y usted cómo es que se llama?
Lara.
Ya tengo una nueva historia para contar, Lara. Gracias.